Mr. Speaker, you acknowledged all of the chairmen who and chairwomen who have contributed to the success of this legislation that we are bringing forward today, and I want to commend all of them. I want to say that the principles that have been put into this legislation are very important. Our energy independence is a national security issue. It is an economic issue for our country and for America's families. It is an environmental health issue for our children, and it is a moral issue. This beautiful planet is God's gift to us. We have a moral responsibility to preserve it. That is why I'm so pleased that so many in the religious community are supporting our actions today. This bill makes the largest investment in homegrown biofuels in American history. We know that America's farmers will fuel America's independence. We will send our energy dollars to Middle America, not to the Middle East. The bill promotes cleaner and more efficient means of transportation, including alternative fuels, buses and ferries and hybrid automobiles and hauling goods around the country. I have a very long statement about this bill. I'm very enthusiastic about it, and I will use that enthusiasm to submit most of my statement for the record. But I do want to acknowledge the important work that Mr. Dingell did on this legislation, because in his bill, renewable energy offers a new direction for our country, and what he does is 10.4 billion tons of dioxide emissions are reduced. That's more emissions than are used by all of the cars on America's highways today. It's very important. I want to thank Mr. Rangel, we'll hear from later, on the fact that this bill is paid for. So it's about our national security. We cannot be dependent on foreign oil. As I said, this is God's creation. This issue is as local as our neighborhoods. It is global as the planet. It's about how we educate our children in this new green economy. It's how we create jobs. And Congressman Miller and Congresswoman Solis will be talking about that in a moment. The prophet Isaiah has said, Mr. Speaker, that to minister to the needs of God's creation is an act of worship. To ignore that is to dishonor the God who made us. I firmly believe from the bottom of my heart that if we do believe that, that we should pass this legislation today. It's about our children, their future, the world in which they live to fulfill their lives, and it's about America being number one and in the lead. So I urge my colleagues, I promise to submit it for the record if you promise to read it. And with that, I yield back the balance of my time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.